So this has to be one of the most beautiful days in Virginia we've had in a while. And so it really got me thinking about creating my capsule wardrobe, getting ready for spring and summer, and getting out some of those winter clothes that I won't be wearing anymore. So today we're going to talk about some rules that I use when I'm creating my own capsule wardrobes. And I'm going to show you my very easy breezy capsule wardrobe of 15 pieces that I'm going to be keeping for summer and spring. So the first rule that I follow is quality and neutrality. So the more often that you can get pieces that can be one, multifunctional. So like this white shirt I'm wearing today, I can wear it with any of the bottoms that I have in my spring capsule wardrobe. And then the other piece that I bring in is quality. So not all of my pieces are super high quality. I do really enjoy going to the thrift store and getting my clothes secondhand, but there are a few pieces that I've recently brought in that did cost me a little bit more, but I know that they're going to last a long time because they are coming from places that are very high quality. Now, rule number 2 is just to limit your items. So you need to create some kind of number in your head that you want to use as your capsule wardrobe. So if you're just starting out, maybe start with a higher number, like 40 to 50 pieces that you're going to be wearing for spring and summer. Now, for me, I've been doing this for a long time now, and I enjoy having a much smaller number. So I'm going to do 15 pieces in my capsule wardrobe for spring and summer. Now, that's not saying that we can't have flexibility. I think that takes away the anxiety part of creating a capsule wardrobe. But I think creating a number is good for our brain. It sets a parameter, a limit. It's just like when you give your items a home, it's good to have limits sometimes. And with capsule wardrobes, it's very good to have limits. Rule number 3 is just to choose timeless pieces. So choosing things that are pieces that you know that you've worn for a long time, that you always go to, instead of going out and looking at Pinterest or looking at YouTube's and getting those new trendy pieces that people are wearing, or getting that blazer that everyone says you have to have in your capsule wardrobe. If it's not something that you're comfortable in, if it's not something that you're already wearing a lot, then it's not going to work in your capsule wardrobe. It's going to be clothing decor, as I like to call it. You really don't want that in your capsule wardrobe. So think about the pieces that you've already been wearing, maybe last summer, last spring, and bring those pieces in before you add anything else new. I like to say that I like to be comfortable. So I'm all about textures. I'm all about things not being too tight. And that's my own personal style. And that's how I feel about my clothes. I don't want to be super restricted. I'm just not comfortable. And if I'm not comfortable, I'm not happy. Now, before we move on to the actual clothes that I have in my capsule wardrobe, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and join our little community here of minimalists. But also, if you are enjoying learning about minimalism and you're on your own journey here of decluttering and minimizing, then throw a heart emoji down below to let us all know that you are in this journey together with us. So now let's jump into what are my 15 pieces and what do they look like. So I'm not including a pair of leggings and a black pair of shorts that I do wear when I work out and work in the garden. So those are things that I wear a lot when I'm working out, but because this is my capsule wardrobe, I'm not counting that in as my main core 15 pieces. So let's start from the bottom up. Let's start with my shoes. So I have 2 pairs of shoes that I'm going to add in my capsule wardrobe, and that's a little bit different than the winter time because in the summer and spring, I really don't like to wear shoes. I like to go barefoot. I grew up with all my great aunts were hippies back in the day, and we just didn't wear shoes. We like to be grounded, if you've ever heard that term before. So when I'm working in the garden, a lot of times I won't wear shoes at all. And so I do have just 2 pairs. I have a pair of white tennis shoes that I love and adore. I've had them for a while now. So I wear those a lot and they match every outfit, which is key, right? And then my other pair of shoes are a brown pair of Reef flip-flops, which I wore rainbows for years and years, but they are made out of leather. And when they do get wet, your feet will slip right out of them. And so I actually changed last year. I got these Reefs for my birthday, and they have done really well about me not slipping and falling out of them. All right, so we're moving up the body. Now we are in bottoms. So the first bottom that I have are a pair I'm wearing right now, which are a darker, kind of wide leg mom jean. And these ones, my mom actually bought me from the thrift store. They're very comfortable. They're loft. And so the quality is there, and I know they will last for a long time. The next pair that I have are a pair of light wash jeans, which are from J. Crew Factory, which I got a couple years ago also. I will say that they're thinner material, and so they did get a hole in them, which I've patched several times, but I also wear them all of the time and I've had them for years. So they've held up very well with all of the wear they've had, but eventually I think I will be getting a new pair because the hole doesn't seem to want to stay patched. And then the other bottoms that I'm going to be adding in are my wide leg, kind of an orangish color pant that I've shown in other capsule wardrobe. These are great in the summer because they're wide leg, they're just easy breezy, and I like having a pair of capris that are just more lightweight for those really hot days. Then finally, let's move up to my tops. So I'm going to put in 5 tops, and that I really thought about was because I always do a load of laundry at least once a week, and over the summer it can be more because we're outside a lot more, we get a lot more sweaty, we're getting in the dirt. So who knows, I might add in a shirt or 2 as we go on, but I thought 5 would be a good starting base. And so once again, neutrality and quality are being mixed. I have this white, very cheap t-shirt that is not great quality, but is neutral. Then I have a black top that I actually got from this really cool store called Unbound, which I will link down below, but I absolutely adore it. It's quick drying, which is always great for the summertime, and it's 95% wool, so it's wicking away that sweat, and 5% spandex, so you got that nice stretch for over the summer for when you're moving and grooving and all that kind of stuff. So that is an awesome tank top I've added this year, which was a lot higher quality than I normally add in with my thrift store finds. Then I also have another black V-neck that is from Loft, so it's pretty nice. It's worn actually very, very well. And then I have 2 blue tops, which I love and adore. I've had them for a while now. Both of them I actually got from a thrift store, so I don't have any links for you, but this button-down blue one is Loft brand, and I love it because it is not your normal jean material. It is really soft. So like I said, I'm all about texture. So this super soft button down is perfect. Had it for years and really love it. And then I also have a more frilly girly blue top that I got not too long ago from a thrift store. And I think it's a great extra to add in a piece that you just think is pretty. So sometimes I do like to get a little dressed up. I'm not super fancy person, but occasionally I do like to get a little bit fancy. So this top, I just feel a little bit girly, a little bit fun, and I like to add in a few of those pieces in any capsule wardrobe. Then if we're going to go on to dresses, I'm just going to add 1 dress for my capsule wardrobe. Now I have 1 or 2 more that I can wear for spring, but I'm not a big dress person. But this dress in particular, I really love. It is lightweight, soft, has pockets, which I adore, and I just really like the green color on me over the summer. I think it's really pretty. Then, of course, I want 1 jacket because it is still spring, so it's a little bit chilly some mornings here where I live, and so this lightweight, it's actually Hanes brand. I'll link that below also, and it's just very lightweight little jacket. Zip up, goes with everything. I wanted kind of a cream color so that it could easily go with all of my tops. So thinking about that neutrality, and it's Hanes brand, which isn't top-notch quality, but for the quality and the price, it worked for my budget. So I'm really enjoying that. And then let's go on to accessories. So we're moving our way up, and I only have a very few number of accessories. So what I will say about accessories is that it's something that I used to have a million of. I'd have one of those necklace hooks and the earring hooks, and I had just so many, and I just found that I very rarely wear necklaces and earrings, and when I do, I always go for the same ones. So for this capsule wardrobe, I am only keeping 1 pair of earrings in that I wear all of the time, which are a pair of gold hoops that I really love and adore. But I have 1 other pair of earrings. I only have 2 pairs now. And the other pair are just a lot more fancy, so I can bring them into my capsule wardrobe if I need to, but I'm not going to keep them out for every day. And then finally, I have my Apple Watch that I'm going to be adding in because it's an accessory that I do use and love all of the time for finding my iPhone or calling people if I forget my phone at home. So it has lots of uses, which I really love about building a capsule wardrobe. you get to use your clothes a lot more. And that just makes me feel good. I always say that whenever I buy a piece of clothing, I want to make sure that I'm wearing it at least 30 times so that I get enough wear out of it. So if you have lots of clothes and things have just been sitting in there, like I used to have clothes that would have just tags on them for months. And now that never happens to me. I don't have anything that is in my wardrobe that I don't love because all of those things have been filtered back out. So a capsule wardrobe really shows you what are the things that you enjoy wearing and what are those things that you're just keeping just in case or because you see other people have them and you can easily get rid of them. All right, so then I think that's all for accessories. I'm not adding any necklaces in right now. I have one necklace, but it's one of those things that I don't wear all that often. So I'm not going to add it into this core capsule wardrobe. And so I hope that you can see that building a capsule wardrobe doesn't need to be anxiety inducing. It can be very easy. I haven't bought any clothes to go into this capsule wardrobe. These are just things that I've already had. And so I really recommend using what you have first. If there is something that you see that I've linked below that you really love and are missing, then that's great. First, find those neutral pieces, those core pieces, and then build on around them. If you like learning about minimalism and decluttering, then please join this little community, and I will see you guys again very soon.